So this is the flat collar. The flat collar is probably the worst collar. It's the one that we use all the time. And so some of the things that people use the flat collars for, right? We use it to put the tags on them. And then people will throw a lead on it, right? The problem with the flat collar is that all of the, if you come up here, right here, look, you can see right there. So when you're pulling on this, all of the pressure comes right up here on the front of the throat. And so the flat collar is really good for things like, we might use it to tie her up to something, right? So if I needed to go in a store, this could be something that a flat collar could be useful for, right? To hold her in place. Some of these, sometimes they have what they call a martingale strap, where martingale would be something like this, where it has a section that tightens up as it gets pulled, right? And the pieces come together. And we know that from our like blockhead dogs, like Rottweilers and Cane Corsos and those Jack dogs. They have big necks and little heads, so when people tie them up, the collar can just slip off the head, which it can off of our dogs too, right? A little harder. And so, Jade, you might be asking, why do I use this collar? Right? Because I don't use this collar for any reason. Griz, come here. When you see me put this collar on her, the reason I put this collar on her is 100% all I use this for is when I'm doing tracking with her. And the reason I do use this one is because when we're tracking with these longer leads, the leash will go under her legs and back this way. And so as she pulls and gets into it, instead of pulling on her throat, right here, right, it pulls on the top of her neck. And all that's doing is pulling her head down closer to the ground. So when I track on this, if she goes too fast, it will just pull her nose closer to the ground. And so that's why I use this for footstep tracking, right? Other than that, this is not super useful. The other thing that you know about that some people can use it for is when they're lazy and they don't want to train their dogs, is we do that thunder leash, no pull technique, where we wrap it around here, okay? So the problem with this is there's no real good training with this, but it does stop the pulling, as you know, immediately, okay? So that's this collar. The Denali's collar, flat collar, this one's a little wider. It's just for aesthetics. It would be nicer on her throat than the other one, and it's prettier, but it doesn't do anything different. They still suck.